Well, a date has now been set for former President Donald Trump's federal election case. That's March 4th, and it's right smack in the middle of the 2024 presidential primary race, the day before Super Tuesday. Yahoo Finance senior columnist Rick Newman is here with more. And Rick, the obvious question is, what kind of impact is this going to have on the race?
Well, it has to have some impact on Trump's ability to campaign. We know that he's already diverting a lot of the money he fundraises through all these different charges and now the mugshot. Some of that money that is going to one of the political action committees, a lot of that is being used to pay for lawyers. That means less available to run campaign ads and things like that. There's also just the simple question of time. How can Trump actually campaign, go to rallies, meet with strategists, meet with fundraisers and donors, do all the kind of things that make a political campaign a 100-hour-a-week job while he's also in the midst of these trials? And it's even thicker than that because he now has 3 trials scheduled for next spring. There's the one you just mentioned. That is the one relating to January 6th. That's in Washington, D.C. The very first set of criminal charges, which we all seem to have forgotten about, that's in coming out of the Manhattan District Attorney. That trial is also scheduled for March of next year. And then in May of next year, the other federal trial in the so-called documents case is supposed to get started in Florida. So that's 3 criminal trials for Trump that are now scheduled in the space of 3 months, along with a presidential campaign. Now, some of those trials are probably going to get moved, and Trump can appeal. In fact, I think he has said he will appeal the date of this trial that just got scheduled today. But Trump is just going to have an extraordinary time in 2024.
Rick, how do you see this, or do you see this affecting voter support at all, especially within the primaries? Because there was a new poll out from Emerson College today showing that Trump did see a slight decrease in support, but he still has a commanding lead with 50% of the support within the Republican Party.
I scratch my head along with many other political analysts who look at these polls and say, don't Republican voters care that Trump could be convicted of a crime by the time they get around to their nomination process, which will formally happen next July. I mean, as we all know, Trump has apparently become more popular, not less, amid all these criminal charges in 4 different criminal trials. I mean, people just, agree with him that he's being railroaded. But I mean, think about the fact that if just one of these trials actually gets through to completion by the time Republicans officially choose their nominee in July of next year, Trump may be a convicted felon. So is it going to be any different if Republicans are saying, well, now he's actually been convicted by a jury in a trial, not just, prosecutors charged, and he can say it's all political. What if he's convicted by a jury? On the other hand, what if a trial is completed and a jury finds him not guilty? That would validate Trump's claim that he's being railroaded. So I think the short answer for today is there are many directions this could go, including perhaps some unforeseen ones. And it's going to be quite a drama in 2024.
Yeah, the former president's still going to be at the center of that GOP race. We'll be watching. Rick Newman, thanks so much.
See you guys.